This is a ranked Minecraft speedrun. You're not here to build and explore like any other Minecraft session. This time, you only have a single goal. Beat the game faster than your opponent. There's no time to waste. Every second counts and the clock's already ticking. Your run starts in the Overworld, where your main objective is to get to the Nether as fast as possible. But before you enter, there are 3 important tasks you need to complete to prepare for the rest of the run. The first step is to find a source of iron. Ideally, you want at least 7 iron, enough for a pickaxe, bucket, and flint and steel. The iron can come from many places. The remains of an old, forgotten shipwreck, a temple of worship from an ancient civilization, or, in your case, stealing the life savings of an innocent villager. But this villager was hella broke, so you need to get more materials by murdering the iron golem in cold blood, right in the middle of the village square. Next on the list is a consistent source of food. Where do you get all this food, you ask? Well, by borrowing from the villagers, of course. After all, these villagers conveniently have all these free resources ripe for the taking. While you're at it, you might as well take this chance to borrow even more useful items. Break into their houses to steal their beds, tear down their walls for wood, just making sure that these villagers have the absolute worst day of their lives. Are we the bad guys? Ah well, who cares about that? You now have all of these cool items to yourself. Yippee! The third and final thing you need is a way to enter the Nether in the first place. Conveniently, the ranked mod guarantees that a bunch of lava pools generate around spawn. With your trusty bucket, you can quickly create another portal and... So, as I was saying, you can quickly create another portal and enter the Nether, completing your first objective. Congratulations on getting past the tutorial. It's now time for the most important, but most dangerous part of the run, the Bastion. Filled with aggressive piglins armed with swords and crossbows, and feral hoglins ready to maul you at a moment's notice. You are surrounded by sources of death on all sides. Quite unjustified too. It's not like you've invaded their home and ransacked their chests or anything. They should just accept their fate like the villagers do. Anyways, as you enter the top rampart of the Bastion, it's time to start your Bastion route. Speedrunners go through a predetermined route in each Bastion to maximize the number of piglins and start trading with them as fast as possible. And, with their impeccable naming sets, speedrunners have given these routes enlightening names such as Donkey Kong and Crack Smoker. These routes are completely different depending on the type of the Bastion, the number of chests in each rampart, and even the place you enter from. However, every route has the same general outline. First, you start with what you do best, by borrowing the piglins' valuables. Next, you aggro all the piglins, either by breaking a chest or breaking a gold block, and get them to chase you all the way down to where the gold is. Yeah, they all want me so bad. Lastly, you create a spacious trading hole for the piglins, where they'll spend the rest of their lives in, and shower them with copious amounts of gold. Gold that is definitely obtained by legal means, and not borrowed from their own treasury, by the way. Now that the route's finished, it's time to wait for the piglins to trade all the gold. While we're waiting, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Drawing and editing takes a really long time, so I'd appreciate it. Now back to the video. For your patience, you'll be rewarded with a myriad of incredibly important items. Ender Pearls, for faster travel in Eyes of Ender. Obsidian, for creating additional nether portals. Fire resistance potions, for surviving lava and blazes. And lastly, string, glowstone, and crying obsidian for explosives. With your newfound pearls, you can quickly teleport your way over to the fortress, the next stage of the run. Just make sure not to miss any shots. May I interest you in the greatest invention to ever exist, the Giravote? Died in the Bastion for the 10th time? Giravote. Accidentally blow yourself up? Giravote. Lose all your items in lava? You guessed it, Giravote. For the low, low price of your dignity, you can make it so that this game basically never happened and move on with your life. Accept the Giravote within the next 30 seconds, and I'll even throw in +1 elo with your order. Please accept it. Please? No? Well, time to do the whole run all over again. After that minor setback, you finally make your way back to the fortress. Unlike the village and the Bastion, we're not here to borrow the resources found in the fortress this time. Instead, we're doing the much more moral action of committing mass murder. Yippee! To enter the end, you need a total of 6 or 7 blaze rods to make at least 12 Eyes of Ender for the end portal. And that means making your way over to the blaze spawner and killing everything on sight like a madman. The men, the woman, and even the newborn blazes who get to experience life for a grand total of 2 seconds. Now, it's time to build your first portal and actually touch grass again. But you won't be here for long. It's just a small detour to measure your Eyes of Ender and find the Stronghold. By measuring the exact angle of the Eyes of Ender, you can bring out all your high school math knowledge to triangulate the location of the Stronghold using the power of trigonometry, sine, and cosine. Or you could just use a calculator to do the hard parts for you. At Grok? Could you pretty please tell me the exact location of the Stronghold?
Sure thing, lambdiie. You're not just innovating, you're creating new profound strategies. Would you like me to give you the exact angle to the Stronghold next?
Yeah, you know, while you're at it, would you please hack my opponent and press the forfeit button for them?
Ain't no way, bruh. Beat them yourself, bucko.
Now that you've calculated the Stronghold's location, you can shut your brain off and pearl your way over to the coordinates in the Nether, using your remaining obsidian to create your second portal. This is it. The final stretch. There's only one last hurdle before you enter the end, and that's navigating the twisting labyrinth that is the Stronghold. Scurrying around like a rat, you must check every single path, hitting dead end after dead end until you randomly stumble across the portal room. This navigation could be almost instant, or it could take you over 50 minutes, you know, like a certain someone. Thankfully, they called you the Nav King back in high school, and a minute later, you're ready to enter the end. Taking one last detour to craft all your explosives and blocks, you fill in the portal and jump in. But it's not over yet. In fact, this is the most stressful part of the run. You don't even have time to think before throwing your pearls straight to the top of the obsidian towers. Here, you finally unleash all your explosives in order to damage the dragon the instant it spawns. It's time to perform the most advanced strategy in all of Minecraft speedrunning, the zero cycle. Is what I would say, but let's be honest, you're in gold too. You're not hitting that anytime soon. Instead, you take the easy way out by going for the one cycle. Standing on the outer edge of the end island, you carefully stalk the dragon's movements, waiting for a sign. As the dragon's head snaps, you know this is your chance to intercept its perch. The game is finally over. Enjoy the one cycle. Congratulations! You've beaten your opponent with a respectable time of 21 minutes and 1 whole second. I'm sure you'll be part of the netherite bourgeoisie in no time. And you proceeded to lose 200 elo in a row. Twice.